Everyone wants more money, but most of us weren't taught how to create an abundant life. That's where the More Money Show comes in. If you're ready to have more money, create more freedom, and experience more fun, turn the volume up. It's time to learn how to create the prosperity and life you have been dreaming of. Here's your host, Cassie Parks.
Hello and welcome to this interview with Michele Reynolds, who is a part of the Year of Growth. I'm so excited about that. Welcome, Michele.
Thank you so much for having me.
I'm excited that you're here.
Me too.
I love these interviews. You've heard Michele before, so some of this you may know, but we're going to go through just really the same sort of interview process that everybody has started in the Year of Growth with on their first interview, so that you all get to know where they are, how long they've been doing this, and all that fun stuff. So I'm always going to start with this. Tell me what's awesome right now.
Oh my gosh, there's so much. How long do we have?
Well, I love that answer.
I know. My first thing is I have a new Apple Watch. Look how cool it is.
I love it.
Gift to myself. And I just got back from a trip with some of my best friends in life. Business is booming on all fronts. And I'm just surrounded by amazing people, amazing family. And I love that things are changing already in the year. And it's like just a few days in.
Yes. Oh my gosh. It's so exciting. Yay.
So there's so much. I could go. This could just be the whole interview as my list of awesome things.
I love it. I love it. So when was, just so everybody knows as they follow your story, because I'm so excited about this, was the first time that we've worked together for a long time, actually.
Right.
So I'll let you describe sort of our working together and the journey and the.
Okay. So I was referred to Cassie. I don't know, I think it was like 2007, maybe.
Long time ago.
Somewhere like that. And I didn't have any idea what she did. In fact, I called it the wrong name for several years. And what I loved when I met Cassie, though, is Cassie always took me to the next level. And so one day I was telling her that, I was out promoting products and no one had any money and what was wrong with people? Why couldn't they find the money? And so she wrote a course called Money, Money, Money for me to give those people so they could then change their money mindset, which has now turned into Manifest 10K. So I've been with her from inception till now. And it's been an awesome journey to see how it's shifted and all the success people are having. And then let's see what else. And then the end of August 2015, I did a scripting workshop with you.
Mm-hmm.
And it was in that session. Well, first of all, I'd never taken 3 days just for myself. I'd taken 3 days to go on vacation or a business trip, but not just for myself. And so that was huge for me to put me on my own list. Nobody knew where I was except for you.
I was just about to say, tell them where, yeah.
So I went to Denver and everyone else was virtual. I was live and I scripted my perfect days. I did a work day, a home day, and a travel day because those are what I will be doing on my perfect days. And out of that scripting workshop, it was in that moment that I realized, and I'm just going to share this, but I was reading it and I was like, oh, the guy in my script isn't the guy I have. And I was panicked and like scared to death what that meant, because I always thought he would probably leave me. And I was like, oh, okay. So we just left that where it was. And since then, in the last 2 years, I have a new business. I have totally transformed my traditional business. I definitely don't have the former guy in my life anymore. And I have a brand new house. It's like my dream house. And I have a vehicle that's title is mine, fully mine. I have a weapon that's fully mine. I have lots of stuff and just lots of money flowing in my life that before I was working like 60 hours and killing myself, or I thought I was, right? And now I'm working 16 hours a week and I am definitely afloat. I'm a single mom and I'm supporting myself. It's fabulous.
I love it. And will you share the story? There was actually another option the weekend that you first took the workshop.
Yes.
You had another option of something else you could have been at. You might have even signed up for it before. Will you share a little bit about that? Because I think that's important.
It is important. So I was, I'm involved in network marketing, and this was another industry, non-company specific, but an industry-wide training. And I would have went there and heard all the top income earners talk and took notes. And I'd done a million of these, right? And I was like, oh, but these are really good speakers. And I was signed up for it. And I actually canceled it because I was so convicted but it was kind of a last minute decision because I was going to the other thing. And you were like, you just kind of spoke into my life. And I was like, you know what? You're right. I haven't made my income goals or my rank goals yet. Why would I go do this again? I might as well do something different. And since I was scheduled to leave anyway, my family already knew I was going to be gone. I just didn't mention to them that I was just not going where I was going. I just was going with you. They did know I was in Colorado. They just didn't, know where exactly. I told them I was going to Denver, and that's all they needed to know. And boy, what a wise move that was to not just go to another training.
Right. And I remember one time you said, I would have walked out of there like all amped up, but then nothing would have changed after a couple weeks.
Right. Yeah. Because you guys have done that probably. You've gone to seminars and you have full intent to implement and change and, but you go right back to comfort and nothing changes.
Right. Yeah.
And what I did instead was get very uncomfortable and dream and create this amazing life that is literally like, it is true. So it's fabulous.
Yeah. So you brought up a good answer to question here because you've done a ton of, you're in network marketing, which is awesome. And I think there's a lot of dreaming exercises there, right? I don't mean to use air quotes in a bad way, but what's the difference between what you just said, I got uncomfortable and dreamed versus all the other kind of dreaming that you'd done?
Well, I think in, network marketing, especially, they want you to make your list. They want you to create your why, and they, find the why that makes you cry, right? Well, nobody ever can do that. Nobody, my whole team was like, whatever does that mean? Stop it, And so it's like we were searching for what we were looking for. And the difference with your scripting workshop is I knew what I wanted. I just had to put it down on paper. And I really didn't know exactly what I wanted. But when I started, it flowed into my life, and it was like, oh yeah, I want that. Oh no, yeah, I want that. And it's it just got juicier and juicier and juicier and better. And I'm like, heck yeah, I said yes to that.
I love that. Awesome. Yeah. And so, so we did that workshop. We've done some work together. You guys have heard about, Michele and Manifest 10K. What made you come back for more workshop, more now?
Well, I did Manifest 10K, but I'm the person, I'll raise my hand. I did it 14 times. So I couldn't get through the course by myself. I was just another thing on my to-do list, and I just couldn't complete it. So I'm the type of person where I need you. So I went to Manifest 10K Live. I took some people with me. And again, I'm a hands-on type of person. And then, from there I was like, okay, I actually want you one-on-one, some quality time. So we did, some personal coaching. And for me to have you to myself, what a gift that is. So it's worth the investment of I'm worth the investment. You're worth the investment. We're worth the investment.
I love that. Yeah. And even though that, and you say it, was making that commitment to the investment easy?
No, ever, never. Because, my brain goes, there's not money in the checkbook, but, I know that by investing the money, I'm going to create more money than the investment. And so, but no, I'm, again, I am one of the most stubborn people I know. And I'm I often have to be so are you sure you don't want this? Are you sure? I think this would be a good fit, and so I love your emails that come and just, you're so gentle with them. You just, send an email hey, I'm doing this. And then I'm always oh yeah, I'll get to it. And then I get another one and I'm oh, thank goodness she still reminds me, because my life is full and busy. So constant, hey, I think you need this. At this point, I take it as a prompting versus a hey, I need you to buy my stuff. It's not that at all. For me, it's a prompting. This is right here. Would you open this email and read it, please?
That's awesome. awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. And so you literally said yes yesterday to coming back and committing to a year and working
Yep.
together. And how quickly did opportunities for money start showing up after you said yes?
Oh my goodness. Like, so I got a prepayment of $500 from a client, a virtual assistant client, which is so cool. Like instantly, I got a $500 credit card that I applied for just to have an extra $500 credit card. It came yesterday.
Of
And
course.
I know, and I set the amount on it because I love to spend money. So I was like, 500 is great. It's just like a little backup emergency money.
Uh-huh.
And then I yesterday sent out I forgot that it's after January and I needed to send a coaching contract to someone. And when you and I first talked, you were like, well, how much do you think you do? And I was like, 200 a month, something like that. And this client came to my house and was like, well, you can't charge less than 100. Like the client's telling me what I should be charging, right, per hour. And I'm going to sign up for this and this and this and this and this. And it's, my first contract is at $750. So right there was $1,750 in one day.
Yes.
After I said yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love it. And I love it because I don't know how to teach it any more than by sharing stories of like, and somebody else just posted that they had said yes to the Enchanted Circle and then $850 just flowed into their life. Right.
Yeah, it's amazing.
And yeah. And because I love to share that story because I think everybody thinks, well, like, oh, that person, it was totally easy. And it wasn't. There was, like mini breakdown and different things that went into, saying yes.
To that point, like everything you and I've ever done together, everything from, reading a book, from doing Manifest 10K, from money, from literally blog posts, like just any of our work together. Every single time, this, every single time I touch your work, I manifest money. Like it's not once in a while, it's every single time. So why wouldn't I stay in your work? Right?
Yes.
Like you're the money coach, you're the guru. Like,
yes, absolutely. I love it. And that is true every single time since the very first time that we worked together. So good. All right. What would you say is the biggest difference in your life since we started working together?
Oh my goodness. What's the biggest difference? I now know that I can manifest money when I want it, when I need it, when I choose, when I say it, I just know that I'm in control of it now.
Yeah.
Where before it was definitely in control of me. So
yeah.
That's being awesome. That I felt like I had to trade time for money, and that has shifted a little bit where it's like, I know money's going to come regardless of what I do. So when I take a spa day now, I literally make money while I'm at the spa. Like it's fabulous.
Right? That is so fabulous. Amazing. What do you think is the biggest lesson? Is that different than that money comes? What's the biggest lesson from us working together?
I think the biggest lesson is to let go of what you think is true. As a person, like I needed to let go of what I thought was true because whenever I listen to you, it seems to work better because I don't think you can get a different result because you only know what you know. And like, I can't push my own limits, but you can. So it's like you see into my life a different way than I see my life. So again, why would I not, let go of what I think is to go, well, there might be a better way and just be open to the possibility of it.
Absolutely.
So open to possibility would be an easy answer there.
I love that.
Yeah.
What are you most excited about? You're about to do the Script Your Millionaire Money Story workshop.
Yep.
So then people will get to hear from you after that. This is sort of the pre and to catch you all up on where Michele and I are at in our coaching journey. What are you most excited about from that and for 2018 and working together?
Oh my goodness. Well, the last time I did it, I scripted and I had some big ahas. I knew kind of what I was going to do during the days, but I didn't know who all was going to be in my life or how that would show up. And so I scripted the perfect guy, and he's already in my life, not involved in my life. He's a friend, but that could change this year. So I'm pretty excited about that.
Yeah.
And if he's not the guy, then he's just evidence of something better, right?
Right.
So I'm excited about that. The money side of it, of course, I'm excited, but that's going to come anyway. Like I expect it to come.
Mm-hmm.
So that $1 million story, that is going to happen. So, but I'm excited that it might show up differently than I expect.
Yeah.
So I'm open to it. Like I didn't see a lot of things that came last time. Like I think that scripting workshop was probably the most pivotal, life-changing thing I've done with you.
Mm-hmm.
And so to go do it again, I'm like, oh yeah, baby, bring it on.
Yeah. Love it. I love it. And I love that I have Michele in my life because the work that I did was similar, but very different. It was really, and I would say it was more focused on a problem. Like when someone would get stuck, they would come to me and I'd help them shift their thoughts and beliefs about it and they would move forward. But it's like, it would be like taking one step forward where the scripting workshop, like compared to that, how many steps forward would you say that is?
Oh my gosh. I mean, it's not even a comparison. That's an apple and an orange. Like, what I love is that through you, I've learned that, we don't have problems. We just need to make new choices, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like when you make a new choice, it shows up differently. And if we focus on who we are and who we're being, now or in the future, then we're going to get different results versus like, I don't know, how we used to be, right? Like, I don't even know her anymore.
I know, right? And I've seen so that was one step. I love it because you're right. Like you're a completely different version of yourself than you were August 2015. Yay. So fun. I know. So fun.
And 56 pounds lighter and 50 inches smaller.
Awesome. So cool.
Yep.
And you could just see it, right? I mean, it's just that you're right. It is an apple and an orange. And I would compare it to if I was doing comparison steps, like before in the work that I used to do, it was like taking one step forward, maybe two, right? The workshop is like a mile at least. Yeah. Like is so far. So
it's like going to a workshop versus an intensive that will change your life. You know what I mean? Because there's intensives. But there's intensives that change your life. And this is one of those.
I love that.
Yeah.
So that is all I have. This is a little bit of a shorter interview, but you all have heard Michele before and her money manifesting stories and all the money that's flowing to her. And you're going to hear her in an interview with Sharon Pope in a couple weeks as well. So we're going to call this one good because this is about setting the stage and where have you come from? And so that at the end of the year, we look, where have you come and get to see your journey along the way. So
it's going to be good.
It is going to be good. Thank you for sharing with us and any advice or anything you want to share before I have you share your website.
I think people should just really, really look at how did Cassie show up in your life? And there is a reason she's there. So, you can act on that or you can, not. But if you look at her clients, all of her clients are having results. So when I look for a coach, I look for a coach that makes an impact. And Cassie's definitely one of those people. So
cool. Thank you.
Sure.
Tell people where they can connect with you and what cool stuff you're up to in your business,
Absolutely.
The business that you're growing and growing.
Yep. So the way you can reach me is, I'm going to spell it for you. It's Bula Fit Rocks. So it's BULA Fit and then rocks.com. So that's how people reach me. And that's the easiest, best way.
Cool. And what do you help people do?
Well, I help people take control of their health by detoxing, fat loss, and just overall wellness. So that's what I do.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Well, I look forward to continuing to share your story as you go throughout the year. So we will talk to you soon. Thank you for being here. If you all are interested in any of the workshops that you hear about on the show, just go to cassieparks.com and click on coaching and register for the Enchanted Circle. You get access to everything I do by being a part of that group, as well as you get to be connected to amazing people like Michele and Jennifer and Jean and everybody who you hear in these interviews. Thanks for being here. Listen to Michelle's next interview and the next one next week. Have a good week.
Thank you for joining us on The More Money Show. To learn the step-by-step process to welcome more money into your life, go to manifest10k.com.